Welcome back to Fire Emblem Echoes. It's time to commit regicide. Well, I mean, it's not our king, so I'm sure it's fine.
Then the fortress has fallen.
Yes, I have to contemplate this deeply.
I fear it's a matter of minutes until the deliverance reaches the castle doors. Very well. We shall greet them with a sea of blades. I leave the rest to you, Masena.
Oh, Masena? That's how you pronounce that? Well, whatever. You're the most important character, actually. See ya.
Your Excellency, wait!
No. CNETs.
Berkut. Sire, why have you not given me leave to join the front line?
I want to beat up Rome!
Because I hate you personally, Volcut boy.
And I beg for this chance. A merciful leader may grant a second chance. Only a fool allows a
God damn.
third.
Now fuck off.
Your Excellency, my army has no place for the weak. You'll remain here and watch in quiet.
I'm not gonna be quiet.
No, please, have mercy, sire. Your Excellency, Uncle!
Oh, you give up? Cool.
Alright, so it is time for our final battle against the Regalians. So they've got a big ol' fort and a big ol' courtyard, and we're going to be doing a lot of fighting in that courtyard. Other than that, our main goal is over here in this forest of armor units. And also, here's some people who don't want your Pegasus Knights getting in. And here's Rudolf himself with some pretty amazing stats, actually. He's very strong.
Brave warriors of Rigel, you have fought with courage and skill at my side these long years. But the hour of reckoning is upon us. Our empire's light is guttering.
My men, we are fucked.
If I should fall, my final order is that you lay down your arms and surrender. I hear the young Zophian general is a man of mercy. If you have any love and loyalty for me, you'll not waste your lives this day.
That's Emperor Rudolf.
His nose isn't even red.
Strange. I'm not sure what I'm feeling at the moment. He's caused so much suffering, and I know I should hate him, but I can't.
Why,
Instead, it
though?
just feels... I don't know. Familiar.
Why ever could that be?
Will ya? There's no time for daydreaming.
Kill the king already.
First step, buddy. We need you focused. Now pull yourself together already. We didn't come this far to lose here. Right.
Sorry, Gray, the only person I talk to ever. Clive, do you have any opinions on the matter? Okay, so, first things first. Those archers on the other side are bastards. But we also want to remove this man right here, because he's also going to be a nuisance. But yeah, even if you bring Pegasus Knights up to try and deal with those archers, if you try to do that, Rudolf's just going to kill you. So yeah, Rudolf is incredibly strong. I don't remember all stats off the top of my head, but I feel like he's one of the stronger of, like, the not necessarily final boss lord type characters. You know the type. Sometimes you just fight royalty, and you just gotta deal with that.
So I can't help but notice that Rudolph said we'd be greeted by a sea of blades. And there's not a single goddamn blade in the Regalian army right now, it's all spears.
Look, it's kind of like a blade, but just it's a bit different. It's a blade, but a triangle instead.
Shall greet him with a sea of blades, and an advisor walks up, whispers something into his ear. A sea of lances.
Well, no, that's more of a forest. Damn it, you've changed my metaphor. Have that advisor executed.
He just, like, walks out of the room, walks back in, starts the speech over from the beginning.
I want to sound cool.
Get it right this time. Also, it may just be some weird overlap, but it looks like one of the enemy units that you haven't fought has already taken damage somehow. Like one of the barons or generals on the right side looks like he's missing a very small bit of his health bar.
He stubbed his toe.
He just fell climbing the stairs. Okay, it was just health bar overlap.
Yep. Alright, so my strategy is to attempt to alleviate some of the courtyard battle, because those enemies are very tough, by sending a couple of units in to the ramparts over here. I did have to redo this because one unit alone wasn't enough. I do like Matilda, however, this is a little rough for her, especially since there are several units that just, actively have horse-killing weapons.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I believe in Matilda with an asterisk.
Believe in Matilda, but I have realistic expectations about her performance.
I have my belief in Matilda that she dies less badly than anyone else would. Alright, so let's use Fortify, because it's just going to be a very useful skill here. We also have these two. Let's finish up this support, I guess.
Shade? Shade! I experimented with the face pack we assembled together. I must say, its boons are undeniable.
User, we're under attack and could die at any moment.
Also, it's permanently closed our eyes.
And they still have their eyes closed. Get them! Oh shit, they still have amazing accuracy and crit!
The coolness of the oranges against my face transported me. When I closed my eyes, I at once felt both more calm and aware. It's as though the oranges vaulted me into some manner of meditative state.
Entering an orange-induced flow state.
Alm would know about that.
We have to give our soldiers orange bath.
No, we can't do that to Alm again. No.
We shall all ride into our next battle wearing packs of produce.
Bad idea.
Again?
The point is to let the nutrients in the oranges seep into your skin. It won't work if you're running around trying to kill people.
Have you never heard of multitasking?
I see. But then what shall I do with all these oranges I purchased?
Wait, is that what's in that huge bag you're lugging around?
Is that what you just killed that last man with?
You just hear Alm drop his sword.
Hundreds.
No, Alm. You can fight it. I believe in you.
Alm, here, eat this tangerine instead.
It's not the same.
Just this one tangerine to help you stave it off. Don't worry. This is like a nicotine patch for orange addiction. The tangerine.
Oranges for juice and use the peels to make jam.
What is jam?
Oh, your people don't have it. It's a preserve made by boiling fruit.
Oh, you mean jelly. No, yeah, I've heard of that.
Oh no, it's quite good. Far better than a ration ball.
Must all your talk return to the subject of my ration balls?
Must you keep roasting my ration balls figuratively and not literally? They would taste delicious roasted literally.
There you go. That's the kind of flexible thinking you need. Come with me and I'll teach you. Oh, but you have to do the peeling.
I shall lay the peels at your feet for the jam fodder they...
No, don't put them on the ground. Yuzu, no. Okay, so, while Matilda deals with... Oh, hi, Jade, how's it going? That's a very close-up for some reason. Anyway, so yeah, Matilda and Delphia are going to take care of things on that side so that the team on this side has a slightly easier time. But, while we have this big courtyard battle, we have a voice actor to talk about, and that is the voice actor of Rudolf. So, Rudolf is voiced by Jamieson Price, who has done a lot of things. I don't know if I want to start with my favorite role or leave it for the end.
So, Jamieson Price is an actor that I constantly confuse for Richard Epcar, so I can't remember which characters he's played, actually.
Well, I'm gonna start with the first character on the list that I recognized, because he's done a lot of roles. but you might know him as Walter Bernhard from Castlevania Lament of Innocence.
He's this guy.
Oh. Well, okay then.
God, I don't even know what to say that one. I love that voice so much. Walter is such a delight, and I love hearing him speak. Anyway, he was also Lu Bu in Dynasty Warriors 5. So don't pursue him.
Yeah, I was pretty sure he was at least one Lu Bu.
Mm-hmm. And you know what else? What other tough guy voices you might recognize him as? George Prime from Suikoden 5.
Yep, I thought that was Richard Epcar. Why do I get those two just completely mixed up in my head?
In terms of other Castlevania voices, though, he's also Bronner, the main villain of Castlevania Portrait of Ruin, who unfortunately does not have a voice as majestic as Walter's. It's quite sad, really. I mean, he is fine.
I don't know what other roles you're planning on saying, but I do want to make sure that people know he voices Papa Nier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the good Nier.
I always forget who voices Brother Nier. I like Brother Nier.
Brother Nier's fine.
I feel like it's an underrated Disney film. I do prefer Papa Nier. I just feel like people don't even give Brother Nier a chance, and it's like, will you just calm down?
Yeah, it's not that bad. It's just interpretation. Look, sometimes you just get very married to the interpretation that you like.
I'm trying to double check something because there's a very real chance that this character was not played by Richard Epcar. I have to pull up his entire BTVA page though, so like, give me 5 minutes to scroll.
Alright, so while you do that, yeah, Tarkus from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He's also a Phoenix Wright character, but, I mentioned this when I actually streamed Phoenix Wright the other night, but, I've not played anything past Apollo, so I am not the best person to ask about that sort of thing. He's also, Sojiro Sakura from Persona 5, the, kind of asshole, cafe owner. The one what you live in. The cafe, not the man.
Anyways, the role I was going to mention, not Jamieson Price, it was Richard Epcar. I was going to mention Bateau from Ghost in the Shell.
It keeps happening.
I don't know why I just decided I cannot tell these two apart. I mean, they kind of voice similar characters, but it isn't like a, Oh, I've forgotten all the voice actors we mix up all the time. Matt Mercer, Jonas Scott. There's like 2 more that I can't remember right now. But it's not like that where they literally sound the same.
In terms of other Fire Emblem roles, in Fire Emblem Awakening, he voiced, Virion, of all characters, which...
Okay, sure, why not?
Of the roles I've actually noted, one of the most different ones, I will say. He also voices Priam, who is, one of those bonus characters that you may or may not have picked up. He is the son of Ike, so, good job, Ike and Soren, for figuring out how to do that. He's also, like, one of the few characters who wasn't, like... a lot of them were either, like, alternate, timeline characters, or characters who kind of... It's hard to describe it without giving it away, so I guess I just won't, but... Some of the characters that you could get from, oh god, what was it? Were those Xenologues? Whatever those were called. They were bonus chapters. Wasn't really too keen on a lot of them, just from a storytelling perspective. But oh well. You can just always not pick them up and just pretend they never happened.
One of the many things that I let Awakening get away with because we thought it was going to be the last Fire Emblem.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so in terms of Fire Emblem Heroes, of course he plays all of the other Fire Emblem characters I've mentioned, plus one I didn't because it's also kind of a major spoiler. So yeah, it's them, you know, Rudolf, Virion, Priam, Mystery Man, but also Hawkeye and Zephiel. Both the version you would know, but also one of the Christmas alts that's him as a child, presumably before his hopes and dreams die forever. So yeah, another one of those voice actors where he's done a whole lot of things, and I just recognize a small portion of them. Okay, so now we've pretty much got this fight on the ropes.
I just wanted to mention he voices Chad in Bleach, and that was one of my favorite characters, but he got like barely any screen time because there's 1,000 fucking characters in Bleach, so no one gets screen time.
Mm-hmm. And I would know nothing about that. Alright, so as you might have noticed, Fortify has been pulling so much weight in this map. It's just good to have the ability to heal everybody in a small area. It is possible to be less compact in this fight, though. If you're less, we'll say, daring than me, and you don't send anybody to the left side, it's really easy to kind of keep that going. I don't know if I would suggest turtling, like, at the chokehold position, just because there's so many enemies that it can kind of be a mess if you let them all come to you, but it is entirely a strategy you can take. But yeah, now we're at the point where we just have to take care of everyone on the right side, which, just a word of warning, absolutely do not send anybody into Rudolph's range. I noted that even on normal mode, he's pretty tough for a Lord-type boss. They kind of go back and forth. There are some infamously difficult ones, and then some others are, you know, kind of just normal bosses, but with a crown.
So you're saying, do not pursue Rudolph.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely don't. Or I guess it's the reverse, he kind of pursues you. He is on a horse, which means he can just do whatever, because it's echoes. Not only is movement a powerful resource in this game, there's hardly anything that ever really obstructs riders in this game. They can kind of just move. Especially up here. Rudolph did not grow any trees up here in the stone. Also, did I ever refer to Sagittarius male-only spell? I'm pretty sure it typically is, but I should also point out that, yeah, no, Yuzu's using it, so... If I didn't mention it before, or if I did phrase it like that before, typically, only men get Sagittae, but Yuzu's DLC, so she's special.
Don't worry, I won't hit you. Fuck that one up.
So you got dumbass.
Anyway, for some reason, Rudolph isn't attacking. How strange.
What are you planning, Rudolph?
What kind of 4D chess is this? He's playing mind games.
Alright, so, Rudolf here will not attack Alm ever. Which is going to be your strategy. Just don't have anybody else fight him, because again, they'll probably die. Unless he can fight from a distance, Python is going to just try to shoot a king to death. He would.
Alm and Rudolph are having this intense showdown, and Python is just taking pot shots from behind the wall.
Alright, Alm, now it's the time to fight. What the hell? Who's that? Suck my nuts!
I would also like to mention, the manga, because it is a drawn story, that can have, you know, its own pacing, the Alm Rudolph fight is like an actual fight. They kind of just like, if I remember correctly, Rudolph appears at the bridge and Alm pursues him, and, you know, true to the game, he does fight him alone, but like, Rudolph actually strikes back. He won't do that here for, mysterious reasons that I'm sure nobody could possibly guess. I was going to try to remove this man.
You see you've got some Pegasus Knights for backup. I don't know what they're going to do, but they're nearby, just in case.
They're mainly there for support. If I want to give Alm his emergency A-rank support companions, there they are. I just have to be certain that Rudolph would die that turn, or else things would go very south.
I forgot they were both support conversations.
Make no mistake, that the whole not attacking thing is absolutely only for Alm. Everybody else can get fucked as far as Rudolph is concerned.
Alright, now, if the battle's going south, you're free to not fight. Oh, okay, I've got a huge hole in my side right here that I'm filling with apples right now. You should probably not be attacking Alm. You could live. No, don't worry, Rudolph, I got this!
Holy shit, you just like burst into flames!
I got this, Rudolph, don't worry!
I don't think people are...
Oh shit, he's after me specifically!
Alright, and let's just heal Alm, who's not going to be attacked anymore. And let's just get that free EXP.
You're still moving everybody in like they're going to do anything.
They're the hype squad.
Alright, Alm, you've got this!
You guys want to help?
No!
Alright, get his ass. Well, his ass was a little bit gotten, but not gotten enough. Was kind of hoping to proc a crit, but whatever.
Oh, please tell me that Python can do 4 damage.
Alright, let's finish this off. As long as he gets both hits in, it's fine.
This is as it should be.
It's actually good this happened. Hell yeah.
No.
And this is the man who killed your king.
Getting stronger.
Alright, and we got an angel ring. But we need to drop something. Oh my god, Alm. He discarded an orange! You did it, Alm! You finally overcome your addiction!
You've done well. I'm proud of you, my son.
What? Oh my god, he said my son. Oh wow.
You to my dearest friend.
Your friend? You mean... Myson? What's going on here?
Since when has Myson ever had friends?
I thought you'd have realized by now.
It was kind of obvious, and also, you're wielding the royal blade that can only be held by royals.
You are my one and only son.
What? That can't be true. You're lying. Why should I believe a word you say?
I'm very sick. I've contracted bleeding to death.
to explain, but I beg you to grant me one final favor.
No, why?
You want a favor from me?
You invaded my country.
Fortune that sealed Milla's strength
Because of me, I did that.
has become a thing of mindless evil. Use the blade. Destroy him. Please, my son. You must.
I would have done it, but you know, I kind of put the other god down, and he's the war god, so he's very strong.
Truly my father? Then I've just... Oh, gods. What have I done?
Why do you care? You don't know him. We need to have a talk with writers who think there's some sort of weird mystical power with blood relatives. In order to actually have a relationship with a parent, you have to actually know them.
Please, no more! How has it come to this?
The boy will come to slay Lord Duma ere long. A fool's errand, I fear, without falchion.
Is coming here?
Yeah, probably.
You mustn't hurt him! My soul alone is all you need, yes?
Oh? Then you will offer up your soul to Lord Duma willingly?
If it saves Olm,
This is a fucking passive reactions face.
You must have been broken by watching Ulm kill his dad.
Oh no, it's the pillars. I've been watching those pillars for hours, and oh god, they still give me the creeps.
Oh, well, okay. I mean, I'll take it.
You got war!
Yay! Alm killed his dad! Okay, so here is the result of having to remake an NES game. So sometimes older games didn't really have much of a plot, and so they kind of had to subsist on a plot twist in order to be actually interesting. And well, this is Gaiden's plot twist.
You know, folks tell me I'm wasting my natural talents. Well, I never asked to be amazing. I'm not even all that interested in magic or fighting. My brother's the one who's all gung-ho about it.
I just want to play kickball.
I'm glad that I have a way of helping you all out. But I sure hope that doesn't end up being my purpose in life because...
Well, sometimes it's just how it is in this bitch of an earth.
Bring this war to an end, would you, I want to do what I feel like without folks giving me guff all the time.
Anyways, I do actually think that Echoes did a decent job of expounding on what little themes Gaiden had, just in like how it treats war and violence in general. Because in Gaiden, that it's very much just, like you said, there to give the appearance of a plot. It's the LaCroix of plot. But in here, they actually like think about it and expound on it a bit.
Yeah. I also think, in general, they do a better job at, like, showing what's wrong with Zofia. Because in the original, it's just... Zofia is the peace country. But this game actually explains, like, no, Zofia is also a problem because they have all this bountiful harvest and they don't share it whatsoever. And also, nobility still exists, and they still take everything.
Let me tell you about income inequality.
That he expected to die by his own son's hand?
That's stupid!
I'm afraid I cannot speak to His Excellency's intentions.
Because I literally couldn't understand him. Like, you told me exactly what he was planning, and I just kept saying, there's no way I'm understanding what you're saying, because that's the dumbest plan.
You're sure? Wait, hold up, sec. You want to die by your son? Okay, why though?
I know the blade he used to seal her power away. The divine falchion.
Yeah, so we got a knockoff falchion here. Ours is totally better than Arcanea's, though.
Please, my prince, visit the throne and hear what Sir Myson has to say.
How does he always get ahead of us?
I know all the speedrun tricks, Alm. I just glitched through the door and got here before you could, while you were still waiting at the loading screen.
I've been doing a solo run, and let me tell you, it's really boring.
Alright, so before we go on, I guess I just decided to, nectar up here.
Must I consume this?
What the fuck is this? Food of the gods, more like food of these nuts.
I hate this, and I hate you for making me drink.
I just had to watch my king die, but this is worse.
Simply scrumptious.
Alright, so I guess also eat this bread. Look, I just need some... Oh, I guess I did. I guess I decided to just drop this stuff. But you do have to drink the water. Just emptying out my inventory before we go, cause, reasons.
Passable.
I just remembered, oh yeah, I hit the inventory limit again. Time to do something about that, so... Everybody have a drink.
Alright, everybody, we're cleaning out our canteens.
Look, I have so much fodder for statues, and rarely will I ever need this. Even after drinking all this water, I'll still have enough in case I do have to give people things individually, so it's fine. Oh boy, steel lance. I gotta get this to Alessia. Oh, wait. That's all he has to say about the banners. There are so many instances where it's like, oh, here's a thing that is the same as a different thing in this room, but has different dialogue, but the banners persists between rooms. Just has no opinions on these banners whatsoever.
He's just depressed.
Alright, Myson, hold on a sec, let me just, no, still the same banners. They're still adorning the hall. And, let's see, nothing over here, ooh, big window, oh no, big window. Okay, yeah, nice throne, cool, don't look up whatever you do.
So you've come, Olm.
Grandfather, what the hell is going on? What are you doing here? Rudolf said I was his son, and now all these people are calling me a prince.
Clearly I should be king,
Natural that you're feeling.
considering the last king is dead.
There is no denying fact. You are the only son of Emperor Rudolf, scion of the Regalian imperial bloodline, and true heir to Regel's throne.
You just hear Berkut's cries echoing from down the halls.
I was gonna ask, like, would Berkut be bad about this, or does this prove him right? Like, see, I knew Olm couldn't have been a commoner.
Please remain calm, Olm. Let me explain. Best I start at the very beginning. As you well know, Valentia has always been divided north from south.
Alright, yep, no, that sucks. I think we can all agree on that. You should not have one country whose whole thing is, we have a lot of resources but also nobility, and the other one is just like, we love war.
And also nobility.
Die too. That is the plight Valentia now faces.
You're saying the gods are dying?
Squirtle.
I fear so.
Alright, so, Jetta's not lying about that. The gods are dying.
He saw Duma's growing madness and knew it for a harbinger of ruin.
And therefore he set out to take down Duma first. Oh, okay.
What does that have to do with any of this?
Good question.
You bore the brand. Sign of the hero who would rise to save Valentia.
You're going to get so many followers on Twitter, Alm.
Rudolf knew you must be kept hidden from the faithful.
I mean, I
He concealed
guess
the news of
that's
your birth,
fair.
entrusted you to me and Sophia. I will never forget the pain on his face when he placed you in my
But again, like, in order to have a relationship to your parent, you actually have to know and spend time with your parent. Why would you be sad about the parent you knew briefly when you were a baby?
by their own power, even if they hated him for it. He knew such heresy would bring forth
Yeah?
those who wished for his
Uh-huh.
So for that death to come at the hand of his beloved son was a mercy.
How so?
He told me himself that he could imagine no more peaceful.
But, like, why though?
And what of
like-
my peace?
Why?
Not the time for mourning or
Listen.
pity.
He knew it was good for a shitty dad to be killed by his son, so he went out to become a shitty dad, so no one would be sad when his son killed him.
I'm going to be such a shitty dad and seal away the goddess who's going mad but, like, isn't the goddess of war.
Like, okay, this is the stupidest plan, though. Like, he's going to get his people killed no matter what. So why did he not just go after the cult that most people in the country hate anyway, and kill the war god with the resources, instead of sending his people to kill the people of the south, until they decided, hey, this guy sucks, we should kill him. Also, God, I love this Gundam-ass portrait of Alm.
His whole story was a lie.
Well, no, those aren't lies, though. He did have a childhood there, and Mycen is actually, like, the grandpa who stepped in.
This is just reminding me of old anime when, like, it's the last shot of the episode, so they do a watercolor painting instead.
Alright, well, that's the end of Act 4. It ends on Rudolph's stupid, dumbass plan. Again, like, in Gaiden, it's like, whatever, okay. Sure, it's not as cool as Final Fantasy 1, like, you're not gonna top that, but, like, whatever, you got a plot twist in there. Oh, you're actually Rudolph's son, blah, 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 okay, yeah, sure, whatever. But they had to expound on it, and now it's so much more dumb, though. He had to go after the less dangerous god, I would say. And I mean, look, I get it. If you killed Duma first, and then went after Mila, Zofia would still hate you. But, like, no matter what, they're going to hate you. So, like, why would you not get rid of the bigger threat? I know Mila has the apple-based Kamehameha, and that's pretty strong. But Duma, though, he's the guy who wrote the book on war. Why would you not fight him first?
If I had to be charitable, I guess if Rudolph killed Duma first, he wouldn't have enough support to kill Milla, because his people would abandon him because he killed their god. But if he kills Milla first, that could still galvanize his people behind him, and then he could maybe use that to kill Duma.
Mm-hmm. So let's just leave that to my son, though.
Yeah, it's the fact that Alm has to be a part of this plan. Like, if it was just, maybe Alm will be a part of this plan, it would be whatever, but it's the fact that, like, okay, then my son has to kill me. This is an integral step. We cannot let this part pass.
Like, what if Alm just didn't fall for the hero's journey, though? He's just like, oh, Mycen doesn't want to go off to war? You know what? Me neither. Fuck that.
Everybody just gets to the end and Rudolph's like, alright, the deliverance is here. Where's my son?
You're what? But you didn't have a kid.
No, I had a son. His name was Alm. I sent him away. It was a whole thing. Where is he?
It's just us. I guess Matilda's just gonna stab you then?
No, the whole thing's off. I'll kill you all now.
Anyway, the moral of the story is Destiny is a stupid concept that's not intriguing.
I do like how Rudolph's story ties into the themes of, you know, war and violence and when those things might be necessary and how difficult it can be to use them in an effective and safe manner. I would say it's impossible to do that, but whatever. But yeah, when you apply it to, like, the inter-character relationships, it makes no sense. I'm going to stop recording because this will go on forever if we let it.
Next time, somehow a worse plot point.